Welcome back, this is Staring from Mysterian Gaming. Today we're running the raid of Wrath of the Lich King known as the Trial of the Crusader. This raid came out just before Icecrown officially went live. This was basically more or less a prequel raid to the events that when we go after Icecrown Citadel and the Lich King. This fight, we have multiple fights. And at the end, the last fight will be taking place elsewhere. In order to get them started, we'll talk to Barrett Ramsey here. Now, as you see, I'm in the heroic version. I'm not sure if it's still like it is today, but back then you had to complete the normal 10 or 25 man in order to do the heroic versions of this one.
Welcome, champions. You have heard the call of the Argent Crusade, and you have boldly answered. It is here, in the Crusaders' Colosseum, that you will face your greatest challenges. Those of you who survive the rigors of the Colosseum will join the Argent Crusade on its march to Icecrown Citadel. Hailing from the deepest, darkest caverns of the Storm Peaks, Gormak the Impaler. Battle on, heroes!
Now the first boss fight is actually...
I've seen more worthy challenges in the Ring of Blood. You waste our time, Paladin.
Steel yourselves, heroes, for the Twin Terrors, Acid Maw and Dreadscale. Enter the arena!
I can't attack that.
The air itself freezes with the introduction of our next combatant. Ice Howl! Kill or be killed, champions! The monstrous menagerie has been vanquished.
Now I was gonna say, it's actually a 3-part fight. The Impaler, well, he likes to impale, but he also has little kobolds on him that will throw down fire bombs and such. If you keep them alive throughout the whole fight, you get an achievement. Next are the worms, Acid Maw and Dreadscale. You actually get an achievement for them if you knock them out kill each other within 10 seconds. One will stay burrow, but one stays up top. Their abilities, one will put a poison on you that can only be removed by the other's debuff, which is a fire type debuff. And the last one is Ice Howl. He's more tank and spank, but he'll suddenly jump to the center of the room here, knock all your people in the back, and target someone to run down. Once the stun wears off, you get a burst of speed to get out of the way. And then when he runs into the wall, hopefully, he'll be stunned and take increased damage. And that's when time you start unloading all your cooldowns off on him. Next up is a demon lord, Lord Jaraxxus. More or less, you just need to be able to control the adds he'll spawn in as you fight. Killing those adds is pretty much a good priority. Other than that, it's adds then boss. Rinse and repeat.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Guess he didn't activate.
Hey there. See you later.
There we go.
Grand Warlock Wilfred Fizzlebang will summon forth your next challenge. Stand by for his entry.
Actually, at the current time, you see the leaders of the Alliance and the Horde here. Now, Gorosh's motto was changed to the latest one. Unfortunately, he still had his Burning Crusade model back then, which actually fit in this area. This one, I don't know why they replaced it with this one. It doesn't really fit.
Thank you, High Lord. Now, challengers, I will begin the ritual of summoning. When I am done, a fearsome Doomguard will appear. Prepare for oblivion! Aha! I have done it! Behold the absolute power of Wilfred Fizzlebang, Master Summoner! You are bound to me, demon.
Trifling gnome! Your arrogance will be your undoing!
But I'm in charge.
And he kills the gnome.
Quickly, heroes! Destroy the Demon Lord before it can open a portal to its twisted demonic realm!
Like you said, he'll summon up portals, which bring Shivas, which is basically an upgraded succubus demon, and you really need to focus them down. But I believe there's an achievement where if they're out, if there's a certain number of them out when you defeat them, you get an achievement for it.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion! Another will take my place. Your world is doomed.
The loss of Wilfred Fizzlebang, while unfortunate, should be a lesson to those of you who dare to dabble in dark magic. Alas, you are victorious, and now must face the next challenge.
Treacherous Alliance dogs! You summon a Demon Lord against warriors of the Horde? Your deaths will be swift.
The Alliance doesn't need the help of a Demon Lord to deal with Horde filth. Come, pig.
Everyone, calm down. Compose yourselves. There is no conspiracy at play here. The Warlock acted on his own volition, outside of influences from the Alliance. The tournament must go on.
Now, the next fight is actually Champions fight. If you're here on a Horde character, you'll be fighting Champions of the Alliance. If you're here on the Alliance, you'll be fighting the Champions of the Horde. And since this is a heroic 25-man, it's going to be a kind of a 10-man raid, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll be fighting 9 Alliance players, which each have their own class and spec. For that fight, you normally want to focus on taking out the healers as fast as possible. But you can also do some CCing in this one, which is crowd control. But as usual in normal fights, you gotta take out the healers first. If not, they will make this fight prolonged, and it just really sucks. If you've done arenas and rated battlegrounds, you can understand.
How are you?
The next battle will be against the Argent Crusade's most powerful knights. Only by defeating them will you be deemed worthy.
Our honor has been besmirched. They make wild claims and false accusations against us. I demand justice. Allow my champions to fight in place of your knights, Tyrion. We challenge the Horde.
Very well. I will allow it. Fight with honor.
Fight for the glory of the Alliance, heroes. Honor your king and your people.
Now, as you can see, there is actually 10. You can tell the druid's the healer. The Forgemender, the priest, is a healer. See, they tell you what class they are. Now, the shamans can heal. The paladin's a healer, too. You pretty much got almost every class here. We're going to make this easy and just outbreak them and do defile.
That was just a taste of what the future brings. For the Horde!
A shallow and tragic victory. We are weaker as a whole from the losses suffered today. Who but the Lich King could benefit from such foolishness? Great warriors have lost their lives, and for what? The true threat looms ahead. The Lich King awaits us all in death.
Now the next fight is the Tranvalkyr. One is light and one is dark. I'll show you
What
when
can
the
I
fight
do for you?
spawns.
See
Only
you
by
around.
working together will you overcome the final challenge. From the depths of Icecrown come two of the Scourge's most powerful lieutenants. Fearsome Valkyr, winged harbingers of the Lich King.
Now, as you see, there are Essen portals here. If you click one, like I got the dark, I'm able to absorb dark damage. But I do less damage to Dark Bane, but I do increased damage to Light Bane. It's the same if you grab the Light Essence. You'll do more damage to Dark Bane, but less to Light Bane. During this fight, orbs will spawn and shoot out. You want to collect orbs that are corresponding to your essence. So you want the white orbs while you have the light essence, and you want purple orbs while you got the dark essence. After you gather enough, you'll gain a buff that increases your combat efficiency.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die. The Scourge cannot be stopped.
Do you still question the might of the Horde, Paladin? We will take on all comers!
Now, as you can saw, their health pool is actually linked too, so you don't have to defeat both of them. As long as you take one out, you take the other. Now, the next boss fight actually does not happen in this area. As you'll see through a scene here, we'll end up underground during this fight, and we'll be coming across a new Barak.
Good day to you.
A
Safe
mighty
travel.
blow has been dealt to the Lich King. You have proven yourselves as able-bodied champions of the Argent Crusade. Together, we will strike against Icecrown Citadel and destroy what remains of the Scourge. There is no challenge that we cannot face united.
You will have your challenge, Fordring.
Arthas, you are hopelessly outnumbered. Lay down Frostmourne and I will grant you a just death.
The Nerubians built an empire beneath the frozen wastes of Northrend. An empire that you so foolishly built your structures upon. My empire. The souls of your fallen champions will be mine. Fordring.
Now, to see, he sent us underground to the Newbring Kingdom.
Our guests have arrived, just as the Master promised.
Now, for this boss, he has a few mechanics here. During the fight, he'll periodically go underground and start chasing a certain player with spikes coming out of the ground that hit them. During that time, there will be orbs of ice orbs floating across up here. You destroy the orbs so they fall down and create an ice patch. While he's underground chasing someone with his spikes, you need to have him run into the ice pack to stop the chase. Because if you don't, he'll progressively get faster and you won't be able to outrun him then. During that phase, these scarabs here will actually be spawning too and attack people. You want to burn them down fast because they do have a nasty debuff they can give you. After a couple times he hits the ice patch, he'll come back up and you resume the fighting. When I believe he hits 20%, he casts Locust Swarm, which will slowly start damaging your party over time, and he will heal. So it comes down to a DPS race. You have to have more damage output than his heal output. Other than that, as long as you do the mechanics, it's not a hard fight.
This place will serve as your tomb. The swarm shall overtake you. Failed you, Master.
Now, as you can see, it's called Leeching Horn. My bad, not locust, but leeching. And now once you defeat him, you'll have a port of the Dalaran set back up for you to leave with. Well, that's been the Trial of the Crusader. I hope you liked this video. So please subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.